Good morning, my friends. Remember the last time I told you at the moment I'm preparing for a little mini trip. It's gonna start today. Well, today we're gonna try again, and the weather still does not look a lot better than last time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get some fruit and I pack my things. Then I actually want to show you also some little van upgrades that I've built in the meantime. It's gonna be awesome actually. And yeah, then I already I'm gonna head to the crag. Alright guys, I'll show you the van features when these guys are finished. Alright, so the first upgrade, as some of you might have noticed already, is that I put these kind of fabric stuff into my drawers, so that if I put some hard stuff in there, it doesn't scratch up the wooden stuff. And it looks really cool as well. The second upgrade is that I've built these really neat bookshelves here, these bookshelf constructions, which are mounted behind the movable walls. And via this I can store small books like, I don't know, my Spanish learning book or laptop stuff and stuff like that. It's really cool as well. On the other side, of course, the third upgrade are these really cool seat bags, which a really good friend of mine made for me actually. And they are really handy, I can tell you. Something like this can store my laptop easily, or a big book or something like that easily. And it's also accessible, as you can see, if the bed, when the bed is made, at least the upper part of it. And the fourth upgrade, as you can see down here, a big gas bottle with a nice little tube, or I don't know what it's called, going to this guy here, which is my new gas cooker. As you can see, it's a really simple construction. I can put this here or somewhere else to cook my stuff. And this gas bottle down here is clamped in really tightly between all these ropes and the seat, so that if I have to make a harsh break, the gas bottle runs directly into my back. No, actually, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it's because it's clamped down so tightly, it won't move a lot or at all actually. But that's the 4 van upgrades. Let's get some fruit, I'd say, and then let's get to the crag. Nothing beats Radio Wien.
Und wer redet? Romeo und Julia.
Wahnsinn! Servus Dani. Huh? Jawohl, komm mal. Ja. Okay, so we're touching a few holes on this granite for warming up. Ich muss schön in die Kamera reden. And then we're gonna try this 8A. Alright, so here we are at the next masterpiece. And it evolves around a pretty hard move from this underclip here to an edge. And I hope that I didn't just yesterday try the perfect boulder for this boulder, so now that I'm super tired for this kind of movement. But yeah, let's get the fingers warm first. The crimps! Okay, so I think we have the beta down. This is the start hold. Really greasy stuff. Bring it down here, foothold. Greasy, smeary to the left. And then I'm gonna make the first move back to this thing here. This is a really sharp Gaston edge, which you have to crimp really hard, I guess. And then I'm gonna put the right foot onto this edge, which is kinda small, but steppable. And then Gaston move into this edge, the right hand, like this. And you reach further with the right hand onto this, and then even further into the bad undercling, which is, I think, the first crux move. And then step really high onto the starting hold, right foot on one of these knobbers, and then you will make a really nice back step and some kind of dynamic move, bam, onto this edge. And from there it should theoretically be 7A or something to the top. I'll get back to you when there is some visible progress. And here I have to jump into voiceover mode, unfortunately, because as I realized during the editing, the clips from here are all without audio. Probably because the camera took another serious hit during the session, but a filmmaking gear upgrade tool should be on the way already, so I hope I don't have to run around with a camera and an audio recorder for too long. Anyway, as you can see, we kept on trying our little projects for some time without really any major success, but with some progress in bouldering that is worth quite a lot as well, I have the feeling. Finally it started to rain and it got dark, so we finished off the session and head back to the cars. And because the weather for the next day looked quite nice, I decided to make another test overnighter in the van and go bouldering on the next day as well. And here's the point where I wanted to show you a little bit of van life, chilling in the van, you know, cooking some food, bro, and you know, all that stuff that belongs to it. But the first thing that I had to find out when starting to cook was that the outlet of the new gas cooker, where the tube which comes from the gas bottle attaches, is leaky. So at some point, all of a sudden, the flame from the cooker jumped onto the valve, which is kinda annoying and a little bit dangerous maybe as well, but mostly annoying if you don't expect it especially. So yeah, I guess I have to send this one back to replace it. But Manny, maybe you shouldn't have gone for the cheap China stuff. But Manny, maybe you should have tested that stuff out at home before. And isn't it even super dangerous to cook in a closed car? Yeah, of course. It's not cheap China stuff, that's the first thing. Actually, this is made in Italy and was quite expensive because I like to avoid China stuff wherever I can. And of course I tested the cooker out before, but this was the first time I'd let it on long enough for this spark to become visible basically. And also of course I didn't close the car completely while cooking, so there was still some circulation. Anyway, I had to reactivate the good old Cartouche cooker to get the cooking done, polenta with vegetables and walnuts, pretty amazing I know. And then after some reading and Spanish learning I went to bed. So yeah, I guess that's why you make test overnighters, to detect So the next day, which was New Year's Eve actually, the weather was pretty amazing. As expected, very warm and windy, but it had rained a lot during the night, so lots of good boulders were wet. But those exposed to the wind dried up pretty quickly, so I got a couple of easier but still awesome bouldering in. And I really enjoyed the first sunlight my vitamin D deprived body had seen since a long time. Was a damn amazing session actually. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. I hope it was still somewhat entertaining despite the audio drop. I hope that the new gear arrives soon. I wish you a very nice 2018. I hope you had a nice 2017. And yeah, enough rambling. Stay strong, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.